Get out of my way.
Be careful! Hey you, stop right there. Empty your pockets or end up as skeever food. No need to get hasty. I was just testing you. You can go on ahead. Let him go, Yhnalum. All clear.
What are you doing that for?
Hold a moment there, friend. You don't want to go in there. Trust me. It did. Poor fellow. Not the way I'd want to go out, that's for certain. Haven't you heard? Callan was brutally murdered last night. Not a one even tried to stop it. Say they didn't hear anything, but I'm not so sure. Still, it's going to be a right mess to clean up. That's the strangest thing. We already have the murderer. He handed himself in this morning and was awfully cut up about it, too. Well, okay. But try not to disturb the body too much. He'll be off for burial rites before long, and I don't want to cross Arcade. I won't turn the offer down to help either. Better than these folks who are just standing around gawking. Just keep any magic and your weapons sheathed. People are scared enough as it is. Alright. If you want to talk with the murderer, Corvin's up at the jail. Right. The rest of you, stand back, please. We don't need any looters here. Leave Marius to his rest, hey?
I don't like this. Don't like this one bit.
I won't be able to sleep tonight.
mess you got yourself into this time, Brian.
Come here, come here, come here, come here. I'm gonna...
Go away, go away, go away! Death is highly overrated.
Their fires lit up the night, all across Lake Rumare, like stars come to Earth. It was beautiful, really.
If my friends find out you've been bothering me, you'll be very sorry.
Did you find anything in there? Some good news would be welcome after. Stay clear of the body, citizen. Or, keep moving. Not to worry. The guard has this under control. Well, mostly. Anything that would help put this matter to rest would be appreciated. Although I don't think I'm authorized to offer a bounty, unfortunately. What makes you say that? By who? You don't think there's some kind of foul magic at play here, do you? Last thing the Watch needs is a necromancer in the area. Do you really think that Corvin could be made out as innocent in all this? The Jarl does have a fondness for calling the executioner. Alright, I'll make sure to pass what you've dug up on to the captain. Maybe the bossmare could be shown mercy, but that's not my decision. Anyway, thanks for your assistance, citizen. The Jarl appreciates your help in this matter, etc., etc. I'm just glad I didn't have to go poking around in that body myself. Can't stand the sight of blood.
someone there.
Where did it come from?
Look out. Don't get too close.
More my ears. I've never seen such a thing.
Manner of magic is the...
I was wondering when you'd return. Excellent. I don't see Marius with you, however. Is he still coming? The man did always have a poor sense of timing. I shall arrive precisely when I mean to, he used to say. Murdered? But why? He was so reclusive. I can't imagine he'd draw the ire of the Brotherhood. And he knew wards and other sorcery that could defend against anything. I don't understand. Of course. I'm sorry for sending you there. I should have considered that she would take action before anyone could get too close. I just got carried away. We're on the verge of a breakthrough. I can feel it. You did? Well, perhaps not all is lost just yet. May I have a look? He was always paranoid, perhaps to a fault, but I may have a way to get past it. But come, we should speak somewhere more private, yes? Just a moment. Let's get downstairs first. Don't want any prying eyes. Go on then. It seems to be bound by some kind of tonal lock. Fortunately for us, I've picked up a few things about magical theorem over the years. This may look like it requires just a conventional key, but I'd stake my life on the fact that there was never one to begin with. If he didn't also make the lock himself. I believe so. Now, if I remember correctly, perhaps Dwemiri. No, that won't do. The whisper might work. And... aha! There we are. Rather simple once you understand the workings of it. Let's see. His handwriting certainly hasn't improved, and there's various concoctions and notes scribbled among the margins. By the looks of it, this thing goes back years. This looks more recent. Ah, yes. Yes! My friend, we've done it. I think I have a way to deal with whatever power holds you and confront her once and for all. I knew I could count on you, Marius. I knew it. Now we shall make your sacrifice worth it, old friend. If you would allow me, I need to run some more tests to ensure his notes here are accurate. They're mostly harmless, I think. Excellent. If you wouldn't mind sitting down, we can finally begin. We've done it! I've done it! Marius, you brilliant fool. The spell he proposed acts as a sort of, tether, attaching itself to where the Yhnalum has marked you. Though it did take some, trial and error. How are you feeling, by the way? I'll take that as a good sign, then. Any side effects should pass within the hour. And I see your hair is also back to normal. You were convulsing on the ground for a while there, and I thought it best not to disturb you anymore. But, what doesn't kill you, right? I've got even more than that. I know how to beat her, and that spell is our way to finally putting this matter to rest. Research or no, that being crossed a line when she hurt my friend. There is so much to do and we have very little time. There are a number of things I must prepare, but don't worry. I will see to that. Meet me at Morthal within a few days. If I'm not already there by the time you arrive, I should be close. You have done so well, my friend. Making it this far, I couldn't have achieved any of this without you. I just want to say thank you for helping an old scholar find his way again. Couldn't have said it better myself. I will finish preparations and get to Morthal as soon as possible. Good luck, my friend.
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only. Let's see. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
Ugh, you smell horrible. Get yourself cleaned up.
Hold there, traveler. You're not heading out into the swamps by any chance, are you? There's been a strange light coming from the edge of town in the evening. The folks around here think it's suspicious, or even a sign of vampires. I don't know anything about magic, but stay clear. Just don't get yourself killed, got it? The guard have enough on our plate already.
So, you have found your way here at last. Many struggle against fate, but you have embraced it. It has been interesting to watch, as if a fish breaking the water's surface. But even now, you understand. There is a cost to everything. Your travels have revealed this truth. The scholar's role in such things had come to an end. His pursuit of knowledge a necessary step. Your path is not quite near its end, although perhaps you're beginning to understand why you walk it, if not where it leads. Emotion is irrelevant. The cards have already been dealt. It is a sanctuary, a place where many a traveler have rested their head and sought refuge from the world. Your role in things is not yet complete. You will not die yet. When you first emerged from that pit, you were marked as others have been before. And yet, you still live. There is a victory in that, regardless of intention. Fight and struggle, just as you have always done. It is the way of things. The paths have begun to close behind you now. Perhaps this will serve as a reminder. Behold.
Oh, what happened?
Excuse me, but do you know anything about this house? Seen anyone enter or leave? Seems no one in this city has. I'm with the Vigil of Stendar. We believe this house might have been used for Daedra worship, evil rites and so forth. Thank you for your time.
Gods. A woman attacked right on the streets. Are you all right? Did you see what happened? You don't have to say sorry to me. I just hope the Eight bring us more peace in the future. Oh, I think you dropped this. Some kind of note. Looks important. My note? No, that's yours. Must have fallen out of your pocket. Until next time.
Got to thinking, maybe I'm the dragon.
Come on in. The Silverblood Inn has plenty of strong drink and clean rooms.
Is there something I can do for you?
He tried to kill Margaret, right in front of me.
What's happening to this city?
What do you want? Leave me to my work. You're standing in my light. It seems you lack the patience for a simple conversation.
Another foul day at the smelter.
My name is Veldrin. Yes, Veldrin Sato, although there aren't many looking for a scholar in Markarth. Is this some kind of shakedown? I have already made it exceedingly clear to you people that I am not here for your treasury or the Forsworn. A few decades ago, you can enjoy some peace and quiet in this place. The man finally wishes to attend to this himself, does he? I haven't got my hands on it yet, if that's what you're here for. But, very well. Sit down, if you must. So, let's hear it. How? Huh. That man and I go back to what seems like the first era now. Always prodding, always asking questions. If you've already met him, I'm sure you've seen just how stubborn that fool can be. When his head's not halfway through a barrel of mead, however, he's one of the greatest academics Tamriel has seen. A pity few recognize it. But where is he exactly? If you've come here asking for coin to pay off one of his debts, he's going to have to learn. What? Dead? I don't know what to say. How did it happen? Then you must have received her mark. What else would bring you to me? My old friend. So close to finding out the truth after so many years. Tell me, did he suffer? Then I hope he died with the honor that he was long overdue. He deserved that much, at least. That swit. She won't be getting away with this. Then let's hope what little I can offer will be enough. Some time ago, Quentin contacted me and reported he'd found rumors of an artifact to the north. As I was in Morrowind at the time, attending to the perpetual squabbling of the houses, as expected, he wrote to ask for my help. It took some time to track it down, and by then, it had already changed hands several times. Rather suspicious, even for collectors of various oddities. From what little information there is, it appears to be a runestone of some kind. Very old, from a time before even the Nordlings came to these shores. As for what the thing can do, well, that is a different matter entirely. But Quentin seemed to believe it had some pull, some effect that was tied to her. Much like the Yhnalum itself, however, there are very few threads that she has left mortals to find. You were paying attention. This is good. I have indeed found where it may, and there is need to stress that, may be kept. Unfortunately, that might also be about to change. There's a manor up in the hills near Markarth, hidden amongst the rocks where even the Forsworn don't tread. It belongs to an old Khajiit who grew wealthy off selling spoils from the war, or looters from the Ashlands to the east. Disgusting. But if the information is correct, that may very well be our opportunity to find the object. This is where it gets more complicated. You see, the cat's health has been ailing for some time. Some say that he may soon pass to whatever moon sugar-filled fantasy they dream of, but it represents a need to get rid of some things. There's a private auction that will be held soon. Plenty of items to be sold off to the highest bidders. Indeed. Enough to know when we see it, yes, but not even Quentin knew. The manor will be a hive, filled to the brim with wealthy clientele and nobility, all together and festering at once. If you wish to find this item, help free yourself from the Yhnalum's influence. This may very well be your only chance. The place is too heavily guarded to risk knocking down gates, but now that I'm no longer doing this alone, there may be a way. There are few advantages to being shackled to one of the houses, but an audience with other so-called nobles is one of them. If I pretend that I'm here on behalf of Sodrix, you should be enough to pass as my bodyguard. This is no time for humor, fool. I will not allow the legacy of my friend to all be for nothing. The Yhnalum has claimed far too many. Not one more. I will see to arranging the invite. That should be enough to get us both inside. And from there, you must find a way to get the runestone out. You will have to keep your weapons hidden, except maybe a dagger or ceremonial sword. Even if you have no doubt in your abilities, a single misstep would mean little chance of making it out of there alive. Are you ready for what comes next? There is no turning back once we enter the manor. Already I feel ill at the prospect of rubbing shoulders with that filth. Good. Then prepare yourself. The event is being held tomorrow night. May Azura guide our path. Inwas and thieves. Most of the items here tonight were stolen from our ancestral tombs. No, that is up to you to discover, but it'll be under lock and key nearby. Try to avoid drawing attention, yes? Do your best to blend in, or better yet, don't talk at all. Now, follow me. You are my bodyguard, after all. It will raise suspicions if you start rifling through shelves.
What's this? Veldrin? How long has it been?
Not long enough, clearly.
I see the fresh northern air hasn't improved your demeanor in the slightest. What brings you to this little gathering?
You should understand by now, Seldis, that there's more to my duties than simply standing around listening to the likes of you.
Indeed. So the house wishes to procure some items tonight. Fascinating. I shall have to keep an eye out for your wager.
Good luck with that.
And who is this? A mercenary from the city? They don't look very impressive to me.
Unimportant. You must excuse us. There's someone I need to talk to.
Of course.
Yes, what is it? Oh, you are the one who arrived with the Dunmer, yes? A pleasure to meet you. And so on and so forth. It's that obvious, is it? You are probably not aware, but there are a great many things afoot in this backwater province. I have far more pressing matters to attend to than fawning over some trinkets. That may be acceptable for some people to behave, but the Dominion values the formalities as much as anything else. So be it.
No guests are allowed in this area. Please return to the main affair. The privy is at the other end of the manor. Don't know. The cat doesn't exactly pay me for my inquisitive nature, now does he? Coin is coin, though, even if this job is about as exciting as moss on stone. Ah, you must be one of the bodyguards then. Easy to lose track around here every time the Khajiit throws one of his parties. Well, I probably shouldn't. Bosses don't usually like our type drinking on the job. Oh, alright. So long as you don't tell the others, okay? The Khajiit is rather picky with who he chooses. I'd kill for some of that mead with juniper berries. Tastes like elven ass! Or, so I've been told.
I'm waiting.
What? Oh, it's you again.
I'm I'm not here for your entertainment.
Hmm? You're not supposed to be here. Oh my, how precious. Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that. I assure you, I'm prepared to make any deal. Yes, yes, go. Leave me to my ceaseless responsibilities and burdens.
What are you doing that for?
I can smell that from here. You're a true hero, friend, but I should scoff this before anyone notices. Bottoms up. Oh, this is pretty strong stuff, huh? I didn't expect this. Just need to go lie down. Guard duty can wait.
Keep moving. There may be more guards nearby. take them all. There have been better occasions, but this was certainly among the more lively ones. Do you have the runestone? Good. Then it wasn't completely for nothing. At least I had the pleasure of putting that swit down myself, growing fat off our homeland. In any case, we will need to move before reinforcements from the city get here, or the Forsworn, whichever's first. That was only the first part of dealing with this mess. Now comes the reckoning. I have a small place set up in Whiterun Hold, not far from the city. It's hidden within the cliff face. There, so you don't stumble around blindly. There is little to glean from whatever that thing truly is out here. Quentin believed it is connected to the Yhnalum, but I will need equipment. You may accompany me there or travel on your own. The choice is yours, but do not delay. You of all people should understand the stakes. Good. Now enough of this gawking. Unless you wish to wait for the moons to fall into the earth, we gain nothing by standing here. Be careful of anyone you encounter on the road. There is no telling what the Yhnalum will do now. Humping. For the moment, but it appears that she has taken objection to our plans. This is good. It merely proves that Quentin's suspicions were correct. They are more capable than I expected, finding the illusion that covers the entrance. I shall have to look into this more later. But enough. Do you still have the runestone with you? Excellent. Then we should move quickly. Follow me. The bodies can stay where they lie. Let the wolves take care of them. Oh, very well. Whatever its origins, this thing is powerful indeed. Even now, there's a faint echoing coming from the surface. Yet. But I have not come this far to give up now. What at first seemed inert could prove to be more of a weapon, but I will have to study it thoroughly to be sure. This may take some time, however. Pass me that book over there. Quickly now! You return. I have indeed. At first, I theorized that the runestone acted as an anchor of sorts, a way to pull the Yhnalum from whatever hole she languishes in. This soon proved to be incorrect, however, as the runestone offered no hint of containing any kind of interplanar abilities. The next conclusion was perhaps a weapon of sorts. Some way to draw upon the power that's within the stone. But it proved to be equally stubborn, revealing nothing in my attempts to tap its source. If its power is magical in nature, then it is unlike anything I, or perhaps anyone, has ever seen. I believe it is a key. To what? Well, that is a different matter. Fortunately, that has proven to be more fruitful. I cannot pinpoint an exact location yet, but it seems to be in the northeast. Even beyond, perhaps. With time, I should be able to pinpoint where this key will lead. Not so hasty. I want to see that Swit pay for what she has done. But we are dealing with a being that no one has ever truly faced, let alone defeated. You are quite an accomplished traveler, certainly to have survived Quentin's often reckless pursuits, even without the mark. Despite either of our abilities, however, charging into whatever awaits us will no doubt prove to be the end, for both of us. If there are any allies you can call on, now is the time. Once we enter wherever this leads, there is no guarantee we'll be able to return. Good. You should also see to any other business before we do this. In the meantime, I will remain here and continue studying it to see what we can learn of it. When you are ready, return here, and we can begin the trek northwards. Oh, very well. Are you sure? There is no turning back once we do this, and I doubt there is a single soul that knows what awaits us there. Very well. I have managed to find where the runestone leads. Send word to any allies who wish to join us to meet there. And, ancestors willing, we can put this matter to rest. The runestone feels as if it's about to shatter. It has to be. Doesn't look like much on the outside, but whatever's waiting for us within, you must stay on your guard. I refuse to let this end the same way. That wench has had her fun. Then lead on. I'll follow on behind. This has to be it. The runestone is getting too hard to control. No, but perhaps there isn't meant to be one. Here, take it and see what you can do.
No, that's not right. Perhaps I could try the annals again. Ah, there you are. I've been waiting for you. Not too bad, is it? Could use some more decorations, but I've been in worse spots. I'm just trying to remember where I put that book. Oh, well. How can what be? You mean the wine vintage? I'll admit, it's not exactly to my taste, but it's better than nothing, I suppose. Still, we have been on the road for quite some time, haven't we? We could use a moment to put our feet up. Dead? Preposterous! Didn't I ever tell you that I would die in some vineyard by the sea with Jessamine by my side? Either you were drinking too much, or perhaps I accidentally mixed the ingredients while preparing dinner last night. Come, come. No need to stand on ceremony, yes? We've earned more than enough after publishing that book. I even hear the Sijic monks have even taken an interest in our travels. Yes, yes, all that and more, my friend. We make quite the duo, you and I. Stop being so stubborn. I really must show you around my new home. Yes, yes, of course. I just... It's nothing. No. No.
So, here you are. That remains to be seen, doesn't it? But you have spent considerable resources bringing others on this errand. Only time will tell whether they were worth that risk. You have come so very, very far. It has been intriguing to watch you struggle against fate. They are unharmed, for now at least, although they may find their current location rather disorienting. You think the mark is intended to be your death. Far from it. It has merely been a means to an end. It was made exceedingly clear to you at the time that there was a debt, and the time would come for it to be paid. Not yet, I think. But you are beginning to understand. Many of the dead here are ancient, from a time before even humans walked unknown. Some of them, however, will look familiar. For every one of your achievements, did you not stop to think that there would be a price in turn? You have come far since you climbed out from among the dead, and in doing so, only strengthened this pact, whether you were willing to or not. You even thought to strike me down yourself, an admirable pursuit, but as with all those before you, a fool's errand. It is far too late for that. Some part of you must realize this, despite all your efforts, everything you have done. There is still one last choice to be made. In the end, I will have my due. Here you emerged, and perhaps here you shall return. I have watched you for a long, long time, since you were brought into this world, as would all the disciples that have stood where you now do. For every one that fell before you, every enemy slain, every adversary conquered, it sent a ripple out across the cosmos. A ripple that led straight here. Mortal kind delight in the meaning they project upon the cosmos, presuming that things are as they perceive. The truth is far more complicated than that, and there is far worse to fear than death. The mark that you bear is a well, as you have gone about your travels, grown stronger, so too has its hold over you. Each sensation is delicious. Each and everything in this world has a beginning. In the order of things, so too must come to the end. They fight for you. Perhaps they shall die as well. Now you must make a choice. You followed each and every step of this path dutifully, your arrival perfectly timed. Follow in the footsteps of the scholar and be claimed for eternity, no longer returning to this plane. Or, should you wish to save yourself, sacrifice the others. There is no other way. That is not something that can be easily explained. The mark, however, will be removed. Because there is no reason to lie. Your time has come, your use is at an end, but such things cannot be left unresolved. Each of them walks a different path, and that destination is not wholly my own to determine. But as with you, they will not return to the world. Time in this place is no longer relevant, but your path, at least, is at its end. Your resolve is admirable. It is what drew much interest to begin with. But fate binds all in the end. Then speak, and let it be done. As you wish. Be still, mortal, and do not be afraid. One end leads to infinitely more beginnings. The mark no longer ails you, and your true form is finally free. So be it. The mark is removed, and your path is now your own, mortal. We shall not meet again.